frame relay space map space IP, then we can give the branch office 3 router 3 IP address 200.200.200.4, then we can give the del C value 102, then we can give the broadcast. Okay, now we can configure into router 1. So in router 1, we first of all we can assign the bandwidth is 64. Okay, here branch office can be connected to the head office, so here we can use the del C value 200. So router 1 we can configure frame relay space map space IP, then we can give the branch head office router 0 IP address. Head office router 0 IP address is 200.200.200.1. So here we can give 200.200.200.1 and del C value is 200, then we can give the broadcast. Exit. Next we can give in branch office 2 we can configure the router 2. So in router 2 first of all we can assign the bandwidth is 64. By default we can give 64, we can give up to 10 lakhs kilobytes per second. Next frame relay, so all the branch office can be connected to the head office and head office can be connected to the all the branch office. So in head office we can configure the router 0, then we can configure the router 1 of branch office 1. Now we can configure branch office to router 2. In router 2, so the router head office router 0 IP address is 200.200.200.1. so go to the router 2 frame relay map space IP, then we can give 200.200.200.1. here we can use the del C value 201. So here we can give 201, then we can give broadcast. Exit. Now here we can give router 3. So first of all we can give the bandwidth 64. Next we can give frame relay map space IP, then head office router 0 WAN IP address is 200.200.200.1. so the del C value is 202. so here we can give 202, then we can give the broadcast. Exit. Okay, in router 0 using del C 100 we can send the packets from head office to branch office 1. In branch office 1 to head office we can send the packets, means in branch office we can use the del C value 200 to send the packets from branch office to head office, and 101 is used to send the packets from head office to branch office 2, and branch office is wants to send the data to head office, means using del C value 201 it can send the packets from branch office 2 to head office, and in head office del C value 102 is used to send the packets from head office to branch office 3. If the branch office 3 wants to send the packets to head office, means using del C value 202 to send the packets from branch office to head office. So del C value is used to identify the virtual circuit in cloud. In cloud we have dozens of frame relay switches, we don't know that connections. Here we can give physical connection to the cloud, but in cloud we can create the logical connection. So in logical connection we can separate the virtual connection using the del C value. Okay, now we can configure into cloud. So before configuring into cloud we can change the router name. Okay, now we can configure into cloud is in GUI, so we can configure. So first of all serial 0 port can be connected to the router 0. Here we can go to that serial 0. Here we can give 101 to router name R1, that is del C value 100, that is del C. Using del C 100 we can send the packets from head office to branch office. So head office router is router 0 and branch office router name is router 1. So we can give del C value 100 and name of the router is router 1. So instead of that we can give R1. Add. Next we can give del C 101. Using 101 we can send the packets from head office to branch office, that is R0 to R2. So del C 101 to R2. Add. Next 102, using del C value 102 we can send the packets from head office to branch office 3. So the router R0 and R3. So here we can give 102 to R3 add. Okay, next we can go to the serial 1. In serial port 1, using Delci value 200, we can send the packets from branch office to head office. So the branch office router R1, it can be sent to the packets to router 0. So here we can go to that serial interface 1. Here we can give 200 and router name is R0 add. Next we can go to the serial 2, that is serial 2. Here we can use the Delci value 201. So using 201,